cop deserve to be acquitted on the Freddie Gray incident? Let's talk about that when we come back. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rob's Rant. Well, as you know, one of the officers that was involved in the Freddie Gray incident was acquitted today in Baltimore. And from what I understand, the reason for the acquittal was because the officer was not there when Freddie Gray was actually being transported in the van to, I guess, city lockup. He wasn't the actual van driver, nor was he in the van. However, he was a bike patrol officer who assisted with putting Freddie Gray in the van. And after Freddie Gray was placed in the police van, then, he kind of didn't have anything to do with that. So he elected to have not a jury, but to have a judge to decide his verdict. And, the judge decided that because he wasn't there at the time that the crime was allegedly committed, that he should be exonerated. And as a result, he was acquitted. The issue I have with that is this. In some states, if you are, for example, involved in a murder, you go out and you kill somebody, or you go out and you commit an armed robbery, or you go out and you rape somebody, and you have an accomplice. People are outside in the car waiting for you. They're around the corner waiting for you. They're outside acting as a lookout. And if you get caught, and if you get charged for those particular crimes, your accomplice also will get charged for those particular crimes under either a conspiracy charge or under a state law that says anybody that's with somebody that gets convicted or has committed a crime will be charged in the same way that the person that convicted the crime, they will be charged the same way. And so if that applies to an everyday citizen, why does that not apply to a police officer? Although he was not there when the quote-unquote incident happened in the back of the van, he was a part of that whole incident. And the prosecutor felt that way as well, because she decided to prosecute just not the van driver, but all 6 police officers that were involved. And so, again, a police officer is involved in a situation where an African-American male is killed, and as a result, they get acquitted. This is like a broken record. Acquittals. It's as if a black man's life, when it comes to him being involved with law enforcement, doesn't mean a damn thing. And police officers continue to get away with it. I just did a rant on police brutality last week, and in that rant I said, how does the police expect the community to respect them when every day almost in this country you see an incident of police brutality, and when they do get caught and they do get charged with the crime and they go to court, the outcome 98% of the time is they get acquitted. It's like it's almost impossible for a police officer to get convicted of a crime when he kills somebody, especially an African American. And so, for me, an ex-police officer, I'm kind of embarrassed and ashamed that these incidents are occurring in our communities and that officers are being allowed to virtually get away with it. And they try to mask it with, okay, we're going to get body cameras. Okay, we're going to do more, be more scrutinizing of the police officers that are out there. Look at it from the side of the police officer. All that is well and good. But the bottom line is people are losing their children. People are losing their family members. And the sacred honor of law enforcement is being shattered, because in reality the police cannot do police work without the community, and the community doesn't trust the police, and the police doesn't like the community, and so it's a ping pong back and forth kind of thing that's going on in the African American community when it comes to law enforcement and black folks, and I don't see it stopping, because nobody wants it to stop, especially the powers to be. Something's got to change. This is Rob Bell, and this is Rant.